Put this book.
My heart, I just can't wait to see the color.
I don't want to look. Guys, tell me what is it?
It's a girl.
What's up, my people? How now they waiting they happen waiting this sup? Yes, so I am back again. Guys, I watched a new video shared by Toke Makinwa, and the title is I Am Pregnant. Guys, I'm genuinely happy for Toke Makinwa. It's good news. She shared her journey to becoming pregnant. Amazing news. The turbulence, the heat from social media, everything in 30-something minutes. She shared it. Good video. And Toke Makinwa is glowing. The skin is glowing. Yeah. But she said something that got me confused in that video. She said people called her Barren then. And at first, I was like, no, that can't be true. Why would they? She's not married. She's not with any man. Because before they feel call people barren for social media, you go don't marry, use 2 years like that for marriage. I could mention like 2 actresses or more than 4 actresses now that are married, where people, they call them barren now. While I was, just scrolling randomly on Instagram, I stumbled on the actual post, because I watched the full video. I had to watch it because I don't first talk about her. Do you understand? About her pregnancy. Yes, she shared that pregnancy video before talking about it, right? Before sharing her story, what she went through, right? So I was really, really interested so that I could get full reports, to share afterwards, right? Or to support my video, that I saw this person. Here's what this person said. Baby girl, this is why you have tried IVF 2 times and none has worked. This is why you have snatched so many of your girlfriends. Men, and none are stuck by you. This consistent need to be a classist and a bully while you come from a low class yourself and understand the struggle. And Toke Makinwa said that this really affected her. I don't know what some of these celebrities they go to. Then I was like, man, it must have been hard. You should learn from this, from Toke Makinwa's story, that even though say when they see people, they smile, they glow. Toke Makinwa says she joined Hallelujah Challenge. Believing God for pregnancy. And to be honest, I'm thinking, right, why are men angry and why are they saying that men are jealous? I don't want to believe that. That, yes, maybe some men, of course. Well, let me speak for myself. When I saw that video of Toke Makinwa, when I saw that pregnancy video or the pictures, I was genuinely happy for Toke Makinwa. 40 years old, we get belly. Happy for her. Why? What you won't make me vex? Oh, say because she don't talk about men before. Yeah, say she said this, she said that about men. Men, at that age, she's able to welcome a child. Now it all clicked. Now it all makes sense. The whole Thanksgiving service she did, she said that she dressed like her testimony. See, she won't marry. She don't talk about before, say she won't marry. Now, I know the examples some men are giving. Like, see, Toke Makinwa, we will not follow our footsteps.
Wow. Congrats to our sister, Toke Makinwa. Wow, I can't believe this news. That our sister, Toke, she's expecting a baby. How? Toke that used to preach against baby, husband, home, man. How did she get Chorieni? I don't understand. Auntie Toke, but you used to preach to our sisters, our children, that no, this is how life should be. That's what you used to preach. That no, baby is nothing, this is nothing, this is nothing. How come? How did you now end up having a baby? My sister, I hope you will now go back to that same social media to start preaching that motherhood is good. You have to, now that you are living against your dreams or against what you preach, is that you have to come back to social media to let our children know that what you are saying before now no be the correct thing. It's so strange. Last video I wanted to see that I believe I will see is you pregnant. How? Toke Makinwa pregnant? Is that possible? Toke Makinwa that used to preach against all this pregnancy, marriage, man, this It be like say social media no dey real. Be like say social media na fake media. Social media can't be like this house behind me, the house upside down. That means we don't practice what we preach on social media. What we say on social media is different from the lifestyle. Anyway, congrats to Toke Makinwa, and I pray your baby should be a girl, so one of my grandsons can marry her. God bless you. Emma Rureo, Emma Soreo. Congrats, eh? You where you they believe everything on social media where people talk. You see? You better go recharge your brain. Or else you go be like this house behind me, the house upside down.
Although Toke Makinwa herself said that she started with videos like that talking about men. Yeah, she didn't deny, she said it. Talking about men and saying trash stuff about men.
Only God knows why I decided to start talking about relationships, because that was the setup that later on put me into trouble. But I think my very first video was how to get married Niger style, I think. Or maybe all men are crazy or some crazy shit that went viral and men were like, how can you say that? Yeah, I can, yeah. And we're here today.
And also people should understand she's tried it before marriage and it didn't work for her. She said she was depressed. She even said it again that she was depressed. And another thing people need to learn from this. Even though now they learn the whole Toke Makinwa, she looks like this. Yes, she's a big girl. You should also learn a couple of things like this. Important things. After her divorce, she got into work. And that is when she started putting out products, started selling. And she was thriving, still thriving, because her products are amazing. I've seen her products before, solid products. Toke Makinwa is a hard worker. For that, I give it to her. But again, the whole thing was more like her preaching now. You will see. Just keep watching. Person with us say she tried IVF twice. I think the third one I can't work out. I think so. She didn't really talk about it like that. But all through, it be like say she did preach. Just be like say she do. You see the new videos which she did make. You will see that everything will change. You will just notice. There will be more respect. It will be more matured. It's different. I've told these people this thing before. Those that come out, do podcasts and say stuff about men, you don't have to trash talk. You don't have to say negative things about men. But, your views will just change. Immediately, you don't get married or you are expecting a child. Your views, your perception will change. Now, you guys will now agree with me again, because I always talk that these people, especially a lot of females that talk about men, they share their views based on their current situation. Yes, I know I don't want to compare with Blessing CEO because I believe Toke Makinwa past Blessing CEO. Level past level, let's be honest. That's why I don't mention Blessing CEO. You understand? Man, level past level. But Blessing CEO, you see how she changed. When she found a man, everything just changed. That's how it is. And we know the old people for that. It is life. It is normal. Some people, what they say is a reflection of what they are going through.
I went to MFM, and MFM is a great church. I always tell people it's a church for warfare. There's different parts of our spirituality, right? There's reading the word, there's praying, there's warfare, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think what that had done to me at some point is to almost believe that I was in a transactional relationship with God, where you feel like in order to, these are what I want, these are the things I want. I'd written it down. I'd even written down that October 25th, I wrote the date down. That I wanted that date to be, you know, maybe my registry, and I wanted to be with a cute bomb. I'd called T.Y. Bello, shout out to T.Y. Bello, and I paid her for a photo shoot because I was turning 40, and I said, my 40th birthday, I said, agree with me, it's going to be a maternity shoot. And of course, we prayed, and she agreed. Yeah, I'm a spirit girl. Forget what you see online. I sabi Bible, I sabi God. So, you know, that started, and I did something that I have never done before. I sewed. I did something. I can't. One day I would share that with the world, but I took something that was precious to me and I sold it. And I thought to myself, I'm not going to touch this money. I'm going to give it straight to Hallelujah Challenge, because we were raised to believe. You know, you hear different sermons. Give your tithe, do this, do that. Which there's nothing wrong with. Don't think I'm condemning that, too. But I'm telling you that my own journey had become very transactional with God, where I felt like all it would take for Him to do this for me is for me to sow in this season like I've never sown before.
And I wish, say, she don't give birth, you know, before coming online. I wish, say, she don't give birth before coming online to let people know. You understand? That one go even off people. Like, finish. Make sure she be careful, because our enemies within women, plenty past the one we did for men. I repeat. Men with the talks and be her enemy. The enemies we no want her to get her belly. Plenty for women, past men. Because tell me how they take get the info. I doubt if not man. The info of her doing IVF twice. How many people know about that information? And yet somebody created a random account and shared it with her. It could be a friend. It could be an insider. How they take no? Is the closest person. That's why they say, don't worry too much about your enemies, because you know they are your enemies. Worry about the people that are close to you. Those are the people you need to watch out for. An enemy is an enemy. You know a snake for a snake. You know a rat for a rat. But a friend, I will stop there.
I remember going through the year and trying at, becoming a mom. And I tried twice, and it just wasn't happening for me. I launched TM Beauty in the middle of a depression. People did not know that I was depressed. You literally see me out at those activations, laughing, excited, jumping, but my soul was empty. I was tired. I was tired of believing and hoping and having to be betrayed. I mean, people will look at us as entertainers and people who you think you have our lives figured out, and they're not things that we want to happen for us. Because to the world at large, I was doing it. I had my own signature perfume brand. My career is on fire. I'm shooting movies. I'm traveling the world. Literally, I've got it all together. But I didn't share the fact that I had, a couple of failed attempts of trying to be a mom. And I remember this particular tweet where somebody tweeted at me. I don't know how they found out my personal business, but the person wrote that tweet online that this is why your 2 IVFs had failed. Nothing has caught me in my life as much as that tweet. Jesus, I'm not crying because you motherfucker don't deserve my tears. But it made me go back to God and say, look at me. I've become the person that people are now terming barren. On Snapchat, you post this, people are like, don't go and born. I just wish you go and have a baby. Just do this. And I'm like, just because I haven't sat with a ring light and told you guys how I tried and it did not work, how I got disappointed on this journey, because I didn't want to talk about it, but that was happening behind the scenes.
Now let us go to the next one. You see this next one? As I won't talk, I know they happy. I'm not certain. I know they sure whether Davido board a laugh. But the guy didn't debunk anything. You understand? So maybe he knows what he's doing. After this guy was accused, I'm talking about Ubi Franklin, was accused of stealing a watch during Davido's wedding. Ubi Franklin came out, released a statement, said stuff, and said many things. I feel sad for Ubi Franklin. It's like he's in a circle where he isn't welcome. It's like he's forcing himself on those people. It's like he's with people who don't trust him. I mean, we're just talking about trust earlier about, Toke Makinwa. Since when he don't deal with them? News about him being a nanny don't come out. News about him, begging don't come out. There are many scandals there. This guy, they go through in pains alone on social media. And they talk, say, in the part of Davido team. Look at what the guy wrote here. This morning, I'm overwhelmed with feelings of loss and sadness. Life has thrown me some tough challenges, and this one hurts the most. I often wonder why my kindness isn't reciprocated. As someone who values friendship above all, I've sacrificed a lot for the people I care about. But when false accusations come my way and I'm told to brush them off, it takes a toll. I have reached my breaking points. Today, I'm taking steps to acknowledge my emotions, seek clarity, reflect on my values, surround myself with support, practice self-care, set boundaries, and consider seeking help. Ubi Franklin, the help where you need this. Find job, go another place. I know, see, maybe the money where Davido family or Chioma they pay you, maybe it makes sense because of course you are open to that life, private jet lifestyle, and everything. I'm sure it's also there for the lifestyle. I understand, you get it, but it's at a price because it's like they no like camp for there. If you see now some people, they go leave. They might even shock now. They respect Israel. In fact, he's a gay mouth past Ubi Franklin for that setting. They respect Israel past him. Like a former record label exec. We know Ubi Franklin self getting bad part, but that accusation, even you see, I was like, it's hard to believe. But yet, nobody defended him. The people that were supposed to defend him were laughing at him. What kind of circle is that? So now people can't even they feel say the guy truly native. So I don't believe it too. Like I don't believe the news at all. Yes, say how did you know? I don't believe it. Because even the owner of the watch said no. And Ubi Franklin released screenshots himself to defend himself. So what is going on? Who did that to him? Man, it's crazy. This guy, Blessing CEO's boyfriend, was picked up on his way to Qatar. I'm on to another news now, a different one. On his way to Qatar. Guess what we did here? Like play. I thought this is something that they would just, settle and it will be free the next day. No, it is serious. The new report says Blessing CEO's partner IVD has reportedly been remanded in Kirikiri till September 28th. Which kind of wahala be this one? Olofa. 28th September. Is Blessing CEO? I don't even know. Is Blessing CEO still in Qatar? Those of you who know. I beg I answer. I wish you don't come back. I don't know. But you see, in everything where you they do, Ubi Franklin talked about boundaries, right? And he talked about stopping certain things, being matured. Let me read that line again. Today, I'm taking steps to acknowledge my emotions, seek clarity, reflect on my values, surround myself with support, practice self-care, set boundaries, and consider seeking help. Exactly what this guy should have done. IVD. Exactly what you should have done. Instead of this thing with Blessing CEO. I'm not saying make you date Blessing CEO. I don't have control over that. All this old drama we want to pull on social media instead of all these things. You need to be serious with yourself. Because you see, Bimbo family no go agree. They no go agree. Family, they are well read, educated. Some of them have money. They have connections. Like play. Abi your lawyer no advise you. Then you were on your way to Qatar. They cannot remand you if those family no dey sure say you don't want mess up because you have an active case. You won't go travel. How they could take investigate? How they could do their investigation? It's an open case. It's still in court, and you are leaving the country to where? Oh, both of them we can't talk about Bimbo. Both of them we can't talk about why. For me, that's not maturity at all. Let me even say this, which I didn't say in that video. Yeah, I talked about that interview. I shared my reaction. What you should have done is just focus on the story about your kids. Try as much as possible because the case still they court. They could use that video against you. They could focus on you need to see your kids, so blah blah blah. Not again bringing that lady's name into it and talking about her again, all over again. I hope say he finds a place in his heart to not only forgive Bimbo. I don't know what happened because to move on without forgiveness, you can't move on. You can't. You can forgive somebody, but you don't have to forget. I hope he'll find a place in his heart to forgive Bimbo and forgive himself. To move on, there are two people you need to forgive. The person, whether now you did wrong or right, it does not matter. It does not matter who is wrong or right. That is how. So, especially when the person don't buy, you forgive the person and you forgive yourself. Those are the two. You do not forgive the other person and, hold grudges with yourself. Yes, people hold grudges with themselves. I should have done this. Yeah, I should have done this. Ah, man, I messed up. Nah, that would be Franklin's side. Make it a ring. Well, guys, that is where I'm going to hold it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and see you next time. Peace.